When words fall short, when hope feels thin, listen close, let music begin.
Today we have my friend Jeanie Brosius King, and she's going to tell us about something she has put together called the money game
Yay!
to bring abundance into your life. Jeanie, tell us about the money game.
Well, the money game is really fun, and it's actually a 30-day process, but many people do it beyond that. But many years ago, I had read something somewhere. I don't know, I'm always reading. And it occurred to me to set up a universal bank account that was not real, and I hate to write checks, so I just kept a journal. And so, but the idea is this, and it's a program that we have on Facebook. If anyone wants to join, I invite you to join, but it's invitation only. So just tell us you want to join and I'll let you in. But the idea is you start out day one and you deposit $1,000 in your virtual bank account and you spend it. You spend it. And then day two, you deposit $2,000 and you spend it. And day three, $3,000 and so on. Now, there are two criteria. One, you have to spend all of it. And two, you don't save any of it, okay? Which freaks people out because we're so used to, many of us, living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, oh, I got to tuck some back, whatever. Well, let me tell you something. The first week or so, you're going to blow through that money because you're going to pay off your house, your car, your medical bills, your credit card bills. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have to really stretch and say, oh, okay, let's see. Maybe I can go take some friends and we all get a massage and we can go to the beach or, whatever it is. But you have to grow. And I wrote it down. Some people write checks, but I wrote it in a journal about what I spent. But it has to zero out at the end of the day. Well, I can tell you that by the end of 30 days, you're going to have moved over $500,000, which you can't even believe. But it adds up fast because you're adding to. And, by the end, and I played it myself for about 3.5 months. And I mean, I had homes all over the world until I realized, like I have to go there. I don't want to do that. No, but I had set up libraries and I had done all sorts of things to help other people too. But, there just comes a point where it's like, okay, but here's the thought, Cindy, that was so extraordinary at the end of the time when I quit playing it the first time was I had this thought that was like, wow, look at this. I can be trusted with vast amounts of money. That had never occurred to me. I didn't grow up with money and I had no training, from people saying, here's what you do and here's how you say it, whatever. And it changed my life and it's been great.
Well, do you have any testimonies of how it's worked for anybody?
Absolutely. Well, let's just start with me.
Okay.
One of the things, and I've always been drawn to Italy and Tuscany and stuff like that. And so I had this whole thing around having a villa with a vineyard. Well, fast forward a couple of years later when I met my husband online, and but it turned out that he had a ranch in Central Texas in the hill country with a vineyard.
That works.
I had no idea.
You're all
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And then we have another one of our wonderful creators, and her name's Misty. And she and her husband had gone through a lot of stuff, and they were building a new company and where they were working with telecommunications and stuff. And at one point, they had gone out to Huntington Beach, California. This is before the money game, okay? And they were so close to the bone to work on this project. They were sleeping in their car on the beach. She started playing the money game, and I mean, it was like the light came on. And she is like a master manifester.
she is.
I mean, she stays at the Ritz-Carlton. She's crazy good.
Good.
And so the last time she was there was last year. And she said, well, we were staying in the penthouse suite at this hotel in Huntington Beach. I went, well, of course you were.
Or her stories of New York. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's crazy good. Well, when people join the money game, they'll see all of this. And then we have another woman who is, she met her husband. They moved from Wyoming. They moved to the East Coast, which is where he was from. And, they had all kinds of issues with money, as many people do. There's no judgment around that. But they began playing the money game. So before they moved from Wyoming to the East Coast, and he has since passed on, but she has continued to thrive. But they owed like a lot of money on an RV that they were not using. And they were trying to figure it out. And they kept playing the money game. And they actually sent me a couple of tithes, which is not necessary, but I always let people do that.
Oh, sure.
Because
give
I
them the
support them in that.
opportunity to give. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't request it, but I always take it. But he sent me a message and he went, you are not going to believe this. I was like, well, I probably will, but what? And he said, we just got a letter from the bank that the entire $35,000 has been forgiven.
Of course.
But of
Okay.
course it is.
Of course it is. So the formula, do you double every day? Is that how it
No,
works?
you add $1,000 every day. So you start
Okay.
out $1,000 on the first day, $2,000 on the second day,
Okay.
anyhow. And by the end of the month, you're at $30,000 for that day. But the day before you were at 29,000 and 28,000 and
Wow.
27,000. And it is so
And it
extraordinary.
adds up to $500,000? My goodness.
I know. It's crazy.
I love
don't
it.
know
I
the
love
exact
it.
figure. It's a big number.
I
It's a
love
big
it. I
number.
love it. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that
So
we have a link.
please, whoever's listening, you want to jump in on the money game, jump
money.
in. We have the best community. We have men and women alike. It's not anything for just women. And it is the stories and the experiences are extraordinary.
Wow. Well, thank you. Okay.
Thank
the
you.
money game, everybody.
Give me a call, reach out, Facebook,
Let
whatever.
us know how it works for you.
Okay.